Hey, welcome back into today's first video in the weekend forecast, as always on a Saturday. For today's first video, later on we'll have our first look at El Nino and the situation in the Pacific for the first time this year. So we'll do that this evening, and that will be on the ENSO updates page, of course. But this is weekend forecast. We're going to have a detailed look at weather for the week across the British Isles. It's going to be another very unsettled week. We're ending January on a pretty unsettled note, quite a cold note as well, with snow showers up in the north, and we're going to see colder incursions at times through the course of the coming week, particularly affecting the north. But the main thing really is another Atlantic driven unsettled week, just a continuation of the pattern we've had throughout the whole of the winter. Of course, December was very mild. We haven't been as mild as December in January, but still milder than average, and it's all just going on into February as well. So have a look at all the detail in a second. Before I get on with that, just say about the ads. There's links to articles on all the pages. Guys, please have a browse through those widgets and click through the links if there's any articles that you're interested in. Thanks very much for doing that. The websites we're using for weekend forecast coming from the weatheroutlook.com and wetset.d. You can find a link to both websites on the links page. So this is the radar picture from the Weather Outlook. The last of last night's rain is clearing from the southeast now. Been lingering on in the far southeast through much of the morning, but it is just about out of the way, although it's still stretched through the channel. Then much of England and Wales has a drier slot with some good sunny spells, but come further north we run into these showers. They're generally quite light at the moment for northern England, but you see that for Scotland and Northern Ireland they're much heavier, and they are wintry as well, giving significant snow and drifting snow with the strong winds as well across the high ground of Scotland. You see there's a lot of them, and they're banding together into longer spells of sleet and snow up there as well. So it's a proper wintry afternoon across the north. Here's today's synoptic pressure chart, and well, the storm that we had the other day, Gertrude, that's gone off up to Scandinavia, but it's left us with this strong and cold northwesterly wind across the country, and that's bringing these wintry showers into the north. So for England and Wales, we're going to have a fair amount of dry weather through the course of this afternoon. There will be showers coming through, particularly I think affecting Wales, northern England, and a few coming down into the Midlands. They could be wintry even here, especially on higher ground, but maybe a few flakes of snow or some hail coming down to lower levels. But it's really further north that it's really wintry. So Northern Ireland at risk of some heavy wintry showers this afternoon. That's a mix of rain, hail, sleet and snow. And Scotland predominantly getting snow showers, merging into longer spells of snow in places as well, drifting and blizzard conditions over the hills and the mountains of central and northern Scotland. It is a wintry afternoon up there. Temperatures today, significantly colder than we've had recently, ranging from just 1 or 2 Celsius in the far north of Scotland to around 7 Celsius on the south coast. And, excuse me, it does feel really quite cold up in the north. Overnight, we'll see the showers continuing into this evening, but I think they'll tend to die back towards the coasts and hills overnight. Central and northern parts of the country will become frosty and icy, with temperatures going down towards freezing, particularly where we've got lying snow across Scotland. By the end of the night, cloud and rain will start to push back in on this weather system into Ireland and the far southwest of England. So temperatures central and northern parts of the country go down to around freezing. In the south, probably just about staying frost-free, and then the temperatures will start to pick up in the far west and southwest by the end of the night as the cloud and rain begins to move in. So Sunday, we'll see another change in the weather as a weather system moves in off the Atlantic Ocean. The north and east will start quite cold with some ice up in the north, but also with some sunny spells. But we have cloud and rain from the word go across Ireland, Wales and southwest England, and that will spread northwards and eastwards through the course of the day, giving most of us a spell of rain, some really quite heavy rain across Scotland and northern England. And as that rain pushes into the cold air, it will turn increasingly to snow, mainly over high ground for northern England, but for Scotland we could see some snow coming down to lower levels on Sunday afternoon before it eventually turns back towards rain, and by the end of Sunday the snow will be mostly restricted to the highest ground of Scotland, with rain down to lower levels. England and Wales will turn drier but stay cloudy through the course of the day. Temperatures after a chilly start will become very mild down in the south, reaching around 13 Celsius, that's 55 Fahrenheit, but Scotland will stay quite cold at just 3 or 4 degrees. That low pressure develops into quite a major storm system overnight Sunday into Monday, so that could give the north another battering on Monday with severe gales again possible for parts of Scotland and gale force winds for Northern Ireland and Northern England, and a windy day generally through most parts of the country. There'll be heavy rain across the north of Scotland to begin with. That will clear away. I mean, I think you're just going to have a lot of cloud with little bits and pieces of rain coming and going, especially to the north and west of high ground. Temperatures will be very mild on Monday. I think it's the mildest day of the week. We could possibly reach 14 Celsius, 57 Fahrenheit, again down in the far southeast, feeling quite spring-like down there, although the wind will take the edge off the temperatures, of course. And even in the north, we'll be up to around 7 or 8 degrees, so a milder day for them. We move through into Tuesday, and we're going to have an active cold front coming down across the country, so England and Wales will probably get off to a very wet start on Tuesday morning. That rain should gradually clear away through the course of the morning, and then brighter skies will follow on behind, with showers particularly in the north and west where they could be heavy and turn increasingly wintry again. You notice winds going into the north, into Scotland, so the showers will turn increasingly wintry across Scotland and also perhaps for Northern Ireland as well. Temperatures on Tuesday could start off very mild in the south at around 10 Celsius, but they'll tend to drop away through the course of the day. So by the end of Tuesday, we're going to be in the range of around 2 to 7, back to where we are with today's temperatures. Really, Wednesday looks quite a cold day. I think we'll have showers around the coast, and they could be wintry and maybe a more active area showers coming down across Scotland and Northern Ireland through the course of the day, and potentially Northern England as well. They could be wintry, these showers, but I think many inland parts are probably going to have quite a lot of dry weather with sunny spells. By the end of the day, the winds are backing into west again, with another weather system beginning to bring rain in towards Ireland and western Scotland. Temperatures quite cold again on Wednesday, so around 2 Celsius in North Scotland to just 6 Celsius down in the south of England. I have to say, that is around average. That is around the average temperature for the 3rd of February, but it's just because this winter has been so very, very mild that when the temperature goes down to average, it does feel really quite cold and quite a shock to feel what a UK winter would normally feel like. Now, overnight Wednesday into Thursday, the weather will go downhill again with more rain spreading across the country. Thursday looks a very unsettled day with outbreaks of rain for the north and west in particular, the south and southeast probably getting fair amount of dry weather. There'll be patchy rain coming through at times, even into south and the east, but most of the rain will be in the north and the west. But winds are back into the southwest again, so temperatures will be lifting up, really up and down with temperatures this week. A very mild day possible on Thursday, with temperatures reaching around 10 to 12 degrees across many parts of the country. That's up to around 54 Fahrenheit. And then this area of low pressure on Thursday night will develop into another really big storm system potentially. So we go over into Friday and we're having a very stormy day again, potentially seeing gales for Scotland, and we could go to severe gales, possibly storm force winds over 100 miles an hour possible across the far north of Scotland. We talked about the Northern Isles, but a real battering again is possible in the north on Friday. Again, we have a band of heavy rain sweeping across the country, followed by colder air and showers turning increasingly wintry in the north with those severe gales. Temperatures in the south could start off at around 10 Celsius on Friday morning, but they'll drop away through the day, so finishing up quite cold with temperatures of around 2 to 7 degrees. And then we go into next weekend and we keep the unsettled weather going. We've got a active system across the country on Saturday, could bring heavy rain and possibly gales even down into the south on Saturday. And then we go into Sunday and we could turn the winds into the north more generally, and that could bring cold air right way across the country with a rash of wintry showers and some significant snow possible up in the north as well. A really, really active week's weather coming up. Fine, having a look at charts from the weather outlook so you can see weather in your area over the next 7 days. Here we go with today's weather. So quite a lot of dry weather with sunny spells in the southeast, but got these snow showers particularly affecting Scotland with significant snow in places. Rain comes into the west and crosses the country through the course of Sunday, but with much milder temperatures moving north and east. Monday looks windy with rain mostly in the west, very mild temperatures. Rain clearing from the south during the course of Tuesday, with colder air and showers following up to the north. A fair amount of dry weather possible on Wednesday with good sunny spells, but showers around the coast where there'll be wintry. It's a colder day on Wednesday. Then we go back to milder temperatures with rain in the north and west on Thursday. And then Friday we'll see heavy rain sweeping across the country with drier, brighter but colder air following to the north. So in summary, and those are some conditions continuing to the weekend as well. So in summary, a really unsettled start to February. We're going to have showers along with spells of rain, wintry conditions at times in the north. Could be gales or severe gales, especially in the north at times. So another week to keep an eye on the forecast. And temperatures up and down, sometimes very mild and sometimes colder. So very active weeks weather coming up. That's all for now. It's the El Nino look ahead, the first one El Nino update this evening. Come back for that. That's all now. Thanks for watching.